everybody, welcome to the studio. As promised, I wanted to get back in touch regarding Facebook Live. It's been about probably 3 or 4 months that I haven't done a video. Some of you will know that I came back from Quilt Market with quite the bad sinus infection, which took my voice, so it's taken a while to get it back on track. But to some that may be a blessing. To me it was a curse. But it's back to work as normal, and here I am. I won't be able to see all the comments as they're going live this morning because I didn't take my tablet out to be able to look at them, and the video is being taped at quite a distance, and even with these glasses I can't see all the comments, so I will check them after I get offline. I wanted to show you a few new things that has come in, tell you about some things that are coming in. I have way too much to tell you in one video. I'm going to show you a little bit, talk about a few things. If you have any questions, I want you to send them to me on this video feed or an email or private message me on Facebook, and I will get back to you during the afternoon or later in the evening. One of the things that I want to mention is, as many of you are aware, this truck panel that's driving everybody crazy actually went out of stock in the warehouses and all of the suppliers. But as you know, it's coming back. It's being reprinted to be back in the shops by May or June. I have got a huge load of this coming in. Not just the panel, but also the coordinating truck and camper print. And there's 4 tonals that are being coordinated with this. There's a Christmas green, an olive type green, a Christmas red, and a charcoal black. This is probably one of the biggest orders I have ever placed with a supplier for one collection. I want to thank every one of you for making this so popular, and it's not even here yet. I'm going to be ordering some extra bolts of everything to make sure that everybody can get everything that they've ordered. And for those of you who may have missed out, there will be some extra panels and some extra fabrics on order for you. So if you haven't done so yet, I'm going to suggest that you go onto my Facebook and you reserve the fabrics that you want. The reason I'm showing you some of the new fabrics that are coming in advance is because even though I have placed my orders anticipating what I'm going to need in the new fabrics, especially the Christmas ones and the winter ones, there's also the new Grateful collection that I've posted. I want to make sure that I'm getting enough. So I have a nice amount on order, but if I see that there's a lot more of you that wants the fabric and I haven't ordered enough, I can simply add on to my orders. And so I also think that it's important that you can see what's coming, get your ideas in advance, especially for Christmas, and you can plan your projects a little bit more ahead of time rather than waiting until late summer or the fall to get your fabrics in. For me, if I'm working on a Christmas project, I want to get that stitching done and out of the way during the summer months, September. I don't want to be sewing those Christmas panels and stockings and whatever in November. I want to have everything done so that I can relax and feel that I'm ahead of the game for Christmas. These patterns in advance are going to help you do that. So I'm hoping that you'll get your orders in early so I can get your shipments out early, and we'll all be stitching early. One of the things that I wanted to show you today is this new collection. I've done a little post on it a while back, but I really haven't been able to get the time to do the kind of post that I want to do. So this is why I want to do it in a video. This is one of those stitching themed fabrics that, I mean, I just love it. I don't know about you, but when I see a new fabric collection come out and it's got anything to do with stitching, machines, spools of thread, pins, needles, it's just something that I'm going to pick up, and I want it for smaller projects especially. Things that I can use around the sewing room, around the studio, whether it's a stitching case, whether it's a sewing machine cover, whether it's a needle case. There's so many things that you can do with these types of prints. So I'm going to show you the collection, and then I'm going to show you the first project that I've been working on to design for the collection, which is only one of several designs. You've got this sewing machine print with multi-sewing machines on a very light gray background. We've got this multi-spool and needle on a white background. Here we've got the tomato pin cushion, the safety pins and buttons on a kind of denim blue background, which is really nice. It's not a bright blue, it's not a light blue, but it's that nice denim blue. And then, of course, you've got all the sewing notions, scissors and little signs and dress forms on the same denim blue background. Now, I saved this one for last. These are the scissors on a teal green or almost like a robin egg blue-green background. The first project that I decided to make out of the collection is using this fabric. And I'm going to show you that in just a second so that you may want to make one as well. Now, the way that this collection has come through, there are 5 fabrics, but there are no other fabrics in this collection other than the 5 prints. So what I've done is I've coordinated, and you've heard me talk so often about the wonderful Toscanas from Northcott. Well, I've coordinated 5 beautiful Toscana prints from the charcoal to the old rose, the turquoise green, this stunning red. It's not a bright red. It's got that little bit of a burnt red and a beautiful cream. These 5 prints and these 5 Toscanas make a wonderful set of 10 beautiful fabrics. And I am actually cutting fat quarter packs. So you've got all 10 fabrics in here, fat quarters. And you can get all 10 fat quarters. Sorry, I had to look at my notes because I've got so many things going on that at my age, I have to use my backup notes to help me get all the information. You get 10 fat quarters for $31.95, which is really, really a great deal. And you can make a lot of smaller projects using this set of 10 fat quarters. Now, what I've done is I've taken these two. I've taken the scissors and the charcoal, because I think that these look really great together, because the charcoal plays up the blades of the scissors, some of the handles of the scissors. But I've taken this scissor print and the Toscana charcoal, and I decided to make a scissor and cutter case. Now, this one is not finished yet. It still needs the closure done, but to give you an idea, this one measures about 5 inches by 10 inches when it's closed. But you know, when I travel, I don't just travel with scissors, so I just don't need a scissor case. And I wouldn't travel with just a cutter, so I just don't need a rotary cutter case. But inside, I can put my big fabric scissors, and I can put my rotary cutter, which is a 45, so it's full size. Inside this case, it's lined. It's got batting. Now, you see, this is really nice and sturdy. So let me take this out. It's not a flimsy case. That's because inside of my case, I'm using the Bozo in our foam. This is like sewing with butter, but it gives your project so much stability. I'm even suggesting for other things like storage containers, totes, things that you want to have extra body, the NR foam is the way to go for that. My closure is going to have a little bit of a charcoal trim and one of these natural coconut buttons. Now, these natural coconut buttons are available for $2.25 a pack at the studio, but I'm making a kit for this particular project. So in the kit, you will get the fabric that you need in the scissor print. You will have your backing or lining fabric in your kit, the binding fabric, which is the same as your lining. You'll have a piece of the Bozo NR foam that you need to make this project. You'll have a button to do the closure. And I'll be writing out all the instructions to include with each kit on how to make one of these notion cases for yourself. Now, the idea is I'm going to work my way through. It may not be weekly. It could be every 2 weeks. But I'm going to work my way through all of these beautiful fabrics. And as I do, I'm going to be designing and coming up with fun projects of items that we can use in our sewing space, things that we use ourselves. We're always making quilts and pillows and things for other customers and for gifts for friends, for family. We don't always have time to make things for ourselves, but I think that, you know, at the start of a new year, let's make some fun things that we can use in our sewing rooms, things that we can put in our bags when we travel to retreats, to classes, ways to travel safely with scissors and cutters when we're on the go. These are too big to take on a plane, but you know what? You want to put them in your suitcase. You want to keep them safe and secure. This is a great way to do that. This kit is only going to be $14.95. $14.95 gets you all the fabrics to make your case, all your products. You don't need to put anything else with it except the thread to sew it together. So if you'd like to have one of those kits, be sure to send me a message or comment on this video, and I will get one of those kits out to you. The kits will be finished and completed, in other words, cut and arranged by this weekend. It's been an absolute crazy couple of weeks. This is, you know, it's only been what, 15 days since we started the new year, and it's probably been the busiest first 2 weeks of any year to date. So I'm catching up on all the orders and all the messages from the last 2 weeks. This week I'm filling the balance orders from the weekend, and then I'm cutting all these kits, and they will be ready to take flight on Saturday or Sunday. So get your order in, because I am limited to 1 bolt per each of the prints of the stitching themed fabrics. The Toscanas, that's an ongoing fabric. I'll be carrying Toscana all the time. There's 135 colors of Toscana. I've got 70 plus colors in stock. The rest are coming in, but it's the stitching prints that I cannot get any more of. So once I finish completing the kits, there will be no more kits for any of these projects. If you feel that you love the fabrics and you want to get a little bit more, you can order this by the meter, but you need to order it by the meter soon. It's $12.95 a meter, but once I get the kits cut, there will be no more meters to cut. So you want to get your orders in soon for any of these fabrics. Remember, $14.95 a kit for the case. The NR foam can be purchased by the package, but what you need for your kit is included with the fabric. You don't need to buy anything else to go with that. And the set of 10 fat quarters, $31.95 for all 10. So there's something for you to think about today. I want you to also keep in mind that on my Facebook, I've listed a lot of wonderful collections that are coming in over the next 4 to 5 months. Anything that you see on those collections, even though I have a lot of fabric ordered on all of those fabrics, to make sure that you get yours, you want to make sure that you comment on the photo of the fabric that you want so that I can get you on my reserve list. I don't want you to miss out on any of those. Another product that I'm going to be listing probably later today or tomorrow. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with the June Taylor Quilt As You Go battings. These are absolutely one of the most fabulous things for doing a very quick and fun project. A great way also to use up some of your scrap fabrics. This one, for instance, is a placemat package. Inside, you have a batting that is pre-printed with all of the pieces that go into your placemats. Now, this package makes 6 placemats. The placemat size is 18 by 13. So what you do is you simply lay out your background fabric that you're going to be using for your placemat with the right side down on your work surface. You're going to layer your batting on top with the printed side up. And then you're going to use the strips, the sizing of the strips that are necessary, plus your seam allowance, of course. And you're going to sew them and flip. Sew and flip in the number sequence that's given on the batting. So you start with number 1, number 2, number 3, and as you work your way around and fill in all the blanks, it's almost like doing a puzzle on batting. You're going to complete your set of 6 placemats. There are table runners. There are all kinds of wonderful projects. I'm just putting together the post on this, and I didn't have time to have it done before I did the video, and I was even a couple of minutes late doing the video because I needed to go and grab a very quick lunch since I hadn't eaten much today. But take a look at my Facebook later this afternoon or this evening and see if maybe this is something that you would like. I already have customers who have been using this for quite some time. I have another customer who requested it recently because she knew about the product and it wasn't available, but I ordered it for her. But I've ordered other styles, and I want this to be something that can be available to many of you, especially who are not into lots of piecing. You don't want a difficult quilting job. You want something that's going to go together fast. This is it. June Taylor's Quilt As You Go. You're going to absolutely love it. And that is all I'm going to be sharing with you today. Other than the fact I want to remind you, this is going to be a really fun year. We're sharing new fabrics, new notions, new products, because as of this month, I've become a member of the Northcott Creators Club, which means I'll be getting fun new fabrics from Northcott that I can create new designs on, do some blogging, do some sharing so that you can get to see new fabrics, new ideas, and that's going to be something really, really fun for the Northcott lines. I'm also a new ambassador with Island Batik, which means I'll be getting wonderful new goodies from Island Batik that I can share with you and show you new collections of batiks, new products. There's 2 big boxes behind me which you cannot see that have come in this past Friday from Island Batik. I will be leaving those boxes there unopened. I do not know what's in those boxes, but that's the first installment for the Island Batik ambassadorship. When I open those boxes, I'm going to be opening them with you live. And when you see what's in that box for the first time, I will see it for the first time. So this is a year when I want to start sharing more and more with you the ins and outs of what's coming in, what's being shared from my suppliers, keep you up to date on new products. And I think it's important because you're going to see a whole lot more. Some of you I know cannot get out to quilt shops. Some of you live in smaller towns. You need to order by mail order. And I appreciate that because the support that I've been receiving from so many of you has been unbelievable. I want to thank you, each and every one, from the bottom of my heart, because I could not do any of this if it wasn't for you. You're the ones that allow me to be able to live this dream and be creative and get up each morning and do what I love. And for that, I just want to say thank you. If we haven't messaged back and forth over the last couple of weeks, I want to wish every one of you a very happy and blessed new year. I know that many of you are going through some difficult times, some trials, some tribulations of sorts. I just hope that your journey is not too difficult. I hope that you just bear with it, fight your way back up from that valley, get to the mountaintop, and we're one big community. So let's remember that we have to look out for each other. We have to be careful for each other. We have to think twice before we speak. We have to watch our posts to make sure that it's in line with everything. And let's just be happy and be kind to one another. And let's have a wonderful brand new year of stitching and fun. Thank you all, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. I'll be back again soon with a new video and lots of new products. Thank you.